you. Has been an important figure in Indian advertising for over 2 decades. He has observed and contributed immensely to the changing face of Indian advertising. His contribution is limited not just to India, but he has also created impact for Indian brands in the United Kingdom, South America, and other countries. Right? Now, Rose is only founder at PTG Communications on stage to share his address. Over to you, sir.
Hi, thank you, Neha. I just will do a quick sound check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. And I must say a big thank you to Ad Gully for having me here. It's an absolute privilege and honor to be a part of this wonderful event. We've all been used to ground events and, sitting in various panel discussions across the country. But what has happened in the last 1 year has actually been disruption in many ways. And I think we've all managed to adapt and absorb that. So I'll just take exactly 10 to 15 minutes on this whole thing of disruption. When I was asked by Ganpati, who is an ex-colleague of mine, and of course, who's a very integral part of Ad Gully. So disruption is something which is almost like a middle name. And if you don't have that as a middle name, I would very strongly recommend all of you who are here, including my dear friend Mona Jain, who I can see on the panel here. All of them should actually bring disruption as a part of your persona. It's not about switching on, switching off. It's not something which you are there today and not there tomorrow. It's an ongoing part of your life. So one of the things which has always bothered me is status quo. If it's not sort of broke, why fix it? So that's something which has always bothered me, because you have to have that question in your mind of why and why not. And Suparna, who was here on the earlier panel from the Titan Group, I'm sure you must have all heard of this big brand called HMT. Where is it today? Titan came and disrupted the entire watch industry and removed a huge giant called HMT, which was almost synonymous with watches, literally from the face of our country. But they didn't stop over there. And I must share with you the most disruptive thing they did, which actually has given Indian industry a whole new phenomenon, and that is Tanishq. We've all grown up with family jewelers. Our parents, our grandparents used to go to a family jeweler, our neighborhood jeweler. Today, people are going to Tanishq. No one ever thought that corporatization of a jewelry brand can actually work in India. Complete disruption. And by the grace of God, hard work and great ideas, today Tanishq is a healthy, flourishing brand with the Tata Group. So a huge company, which is normally seen as a big elephant, changed the way business was done. I'm sure even Ritu Gupta from Dell, who will be coming on the panel next, will talk to you about how Dell disrupted computers in the US in the late 80s and the early 90s, when IBM and the other big boys were dominating. Here came a brand which threw a question at the techies, and they became the first brand to customize a computer for you. Disrupted the entire computer industry. Another a great example. I think in the last 1 year of this entire lockdown, something which has really been disruption in many ways has been the complete explosion of Netflix and Amazon Prime. There were cinema halls and cinema, there were television channels and TV, but suddenly people realized that they could actually get a combination of both, and Netflix and Amazon disrupted the entire market. Hotstar, Z5, OTT, where did they come from? And therefore, this ongoing process will carry on. If Netflix and Amazon think that they are going to be here for the rest of their lives and for the rest of posterity, no, something else will come and disrupt. But if you are a disruptor yourself, possibly you've got a head start, you've got something which the others are trying to either copy, follow, or excel or better. I must also share with you, I think there was a very interesting mention about telling stories and telling your own story about disruption. And Radhika, who was the first keynote speaker, very interesting thing. And I really like the way she said that tell your own stories. Don't feel shy about telling your own stories, because each of us is a story. Each of us has a beginning and one fine day an end. Along the way, we write our own stories. So again, I will have the pleasure of mentioning Mona, because she was part of this entire team when we were both at a company called Hindustan Thompson, HTA, which is now called Thomson and Thomson Wunderman, etc. Dabur was an old, wonderful sleeping giant with great products, from the Chyawanprash to the Hajmolas to the Hingolis and the Pudin Haras of the world. But when we, as the agency, we were not a product design company, we were an advertising agency. And I still remember that moment when there were 20 people in that conference room at the Dabur office, and one almost collapsed after lunch. And we said, and I told Mr. Burman, can I have 2 Hajmolas, please? And he sent me a big bottle of Hajmola across the table with about 50 tablets inside it. And I said, sir, I just need 2 Hajmolas, please. And you won't believe it, that's when we disrupted the entire thing and gave them the concept of the Hajmola sachet, the 1 rupee sachet with 4 tablets inside it.
You're in a mute, sir. Yeah.
There was some glitch, I think there was a network drop. So that was one of the interesting things which was real disruption, where the product changed from being almost medicinal to being almost fun and available at every panwala shop, at petrol pumps, everywhere. The same thing happened with Pudin Hara capsules, where Pudin Hara in that bottle with that green liquid, which you would, you sort of shut your eyes and close your nose and drink it, suddenly became gelatin capsules. So please don't think that the disruption which you do has to only be within the guardrails of your job. No, you can think out of the box, you can think differently. I mean, I'm sure if a lot of you must have heard of this gentleman called Deep Kalra and how he came and make my trip. And the travel agency business got completely disrupted. And of course, there are many followers like Yatra and websites, but somebody had to come and disrupt the business of travel, of airline bookings, of hotel bookings, Airbnb. I think Simran is going to come next on one of the panels, and she's our old neighbor and a great friend, and she'll talk to you about how Airbnb completely sort of questioned this whole concept of hotels and bookings. So when you're looking at disruption, please do not let anybody limit your thinking or your thoughts or your ideas, because the wildest ones, the craziest ones are the ones which actually take the next leap. Coming to the issue of the last 1 year and the pandemic, etc. One thing I have learned about, and along my entire life, I think, that you might find some of the most interesting disruptive ideas from children. Please don't ever worry about what a child says, because there could be a germ of an idea. There could be some very interesting things. And because they are not influenced by history, they are not influenced by what others think. They want to do what they want to do. And kids have always been, I think, great inspiration for disruptive new things. They are the ones who are the grumbles. They are the ones who question you. Why can't it be done this way? Why can't it be done that way? Why do I have to do it this way? And that is the beauty. And that is something which also all of us have to keep alive in ourselves. If you let the child inside you die, chances are you will not be able to think of any new idea or any disruption in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, for the rest of your life. So one of the most important things is, please keep the child alive. Please keep thinking differently. And I think there was a mention about, Sangamitra mentioned about DARE. There is a risk factor. If there wasn't a risk factor, everybody would be a disruptor. So there is a risk factor. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. You have to dare, you have to think differently, you have to think out of the box, and sometimes fail. But that does not mean you stop thinking and you stop wanting to change the way the world is. Nikhil, who was the person who handled the panel wonderfully a few minutes ago, Nikhil mentioned about IKEA and about keep doing these crazy things. I think that's something which Steve Jobs has always been, a great believer in. And I think that is where today we have to focus on. If we don't do the crazy things, I don't think we'll be able to change the world. Ladies over here, I think it's a great honor and a great privilege for me to be here, and wish you all an absolutely wonderful Women's Day. I don't want to extend my time. I want to keep it well within my 10 minutes, and hope that very soon I'm back again on a panel and enjoy interacting with you. Thank you very much.